Farlands Journeys presents itself as an homage to the 16-bit era of gaming with its bold, colorful graphics and nostalgic aesthetics. However, while its visual style captures the essence of classic platformers, the game falters in several key areas. The story is minimalistic to the point of absurdity. You're someone that needs to recover a stolen gem from a warthog in a leather jacket that took it from a castle for some reason. This thin plot serves mainly as a backdrop to the gameplay, which involves navigating various levels to recover the gem. It does little to engage the players beyond its initial quirkiness, but realistically that doesn't matter in this genre. Visually, Farlands Journeys impresses with its vibrant 16-bit inspired graphics. The bold color palette and detailed sprites are reminiscent of classic platformers, creating an enjoyable retro feel. However, despite the low graphical demand, the scrolling of the levels can be stuttery. This choppy frame rate might induce motion sickness for some players, which really hurts the overall experience. The game's unique mechanic, its combat, uses bubbles to capture and defeat enemies. Reminiscent to the old Bubble Bobble games, but ends up being more frustrating than unique. The bubble must be fully inflated to capture foes, but even the slightest contact with anything in the game before that happens causes it to be lost. It gets very annoying when you find yourself constantly surrounded by environments that are not wide enough to even start the process. These bubbles can also be used to jump off of to reach higher locations, but the same inflation issues plague that too. Power-ups and buffs are offered in the form of temporary wand attacks, like fireballs or toads, and hats that defeated enemies drop that grant various abilities. While these additions are a nice touch, they don't significantly enhance the gameplay or make it feel particularly fresh. There are a few useful hats, such as the ones that let you glide, jump higher, or move faster, but the game doesn't actually tell you what they do ahead of time, and even now, after finishing the game, I still don't know what some of them do. They do at least allow you to take some extra hits from enemies as they need to get knocked off before your health gets damaged. There are an absolute ton of gems scattered throughout the levels to collect. These can be found by defeating enemies, opening treasure chests, and navigating through hidden walls. However, it's largely purposeless, as there's no clear incentive or reward for gathering them all. The same can be said for the secret puzzle pieces found in each level. They contribute to a completionist goal, but lack any meaningful impact on the gameplay. Despite being inexpensive and having a very easy trophy list, it only took me about 2 hours to fully complete. The controls are competent, but with so many other options available, it's hard to recommend this game as anything more than a brief distraction. Farlands Journeys is a visually appealing but ultimately underwhelming platformer. It offers a charming retro look but falls short in gameplay innovation and purpose, making it a tough sell for anyone seeking a more engaging 2D platforming experience. Everything in the game works, but ends up being just fine throughout. Farlands Journeys earns a 5 out of 10.